welcome back to my channel. I am getting ready to make myself some breakfast this morning. I am working from home today, so I'm able to actually make my breakfast and not have to rush and take it with me in the morning. So I'm really excited about that. But I'm getting ready to make some avocado toast, which I was making before it was cool, honestly. And I'm gonna try my hand at making some sweet cream cold foam from Starbucks. I recently started getting their cold brew coffee with the cold foam on top, and it is so good. I used to be a Dunkin' girl through and through, but I guess my taste buds have changed, and I really like Starbucks coffee and more of the coffee taste and less of the creamer taste. So I'm gonna bring you guys along with me when I try to make that. If it works, hopefully it does, but if it doesn't, you guys will see that because this is real life and I want you to know if it works or if it doesn't. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so for the sweet cream cold foam, they said you will need 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, but they substituted my heavy whipping cream for half and half. So we're gonna see if this will work the same. Also, you need 1/2 cup of sweetened condensed milk and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So I'm gonna put all these in my NutriBullet since I don't have a milk frother. I'm really unprepared for this, but they said pretty much if you put it in your NutriBullet or some type of blender like this and just pretty much beat the crap out of it, it will work the same. It just might take a little bit longer. So hopefully this works with my half and half and not heavy cream, but we will see. If it turns out, I'm sure it'll still taste good, but it might not be the right consistency. So I'm gonna whip this up and see if it turns out and try to pour it over my coffee. This is the final product. It's definitely foamy, a little bit thicker. I know that it would have turned out if I would have had the heavy whipping cream instead of the half and half. But I'm gonna go ahead and make my coffee because I have to get back to work and make the rest of my breakfast. Too much about the coffee, but I just used this little glass bottle of the Starbucks cold brew, and you can buy a bigger bottle, but this is kind of pricey. This little bottle was like $3, and I think the bigger one was like $7. So if you use it and you like it, I mean, this is a good way to go. But my friend Caitlin, shout out to Caitlin because I know she watches these, told me how she makes her own cold brew, and I think I'm going to start doing that. You just buy any kind of coffee grounds that you want. I will probably buy the Starbucks and get a press, and you can cold brew it yourself. So for the future, I think I'm gonna do that. It's way more cost efficient for me that way since I'm a hit or miss if I drink coffee every morning. But yeah, so with this, I could have added less creamer. I like my coffee on the sweeter side, but this was probably a little too much creamer for me. The cold foam turned out good. I mean, it tastes really similar, just the consistency was off. So if I make it again, I will definitely make it with the heavy whipping cream instead of half and half. It would have turned out way better. So I am gonna get ready to make my breakfast because I have a very busy day ahead of me today. But this is gonna get me through it. Well, I just got off of work and I'm getting ready to start some dinner. Tonight I'm gonna make chicken tortilla soup and I'm really excited about it because I haven't made it in a hot minute. So I'm gonna make that tonight. Super quick and easy, kind of a dump and go. I even bought a rotisserie chicken to make it a little more easy on myself. For now, I'm really hungry, so I'm gonna go and start dinner. I'm getting ready to shred up my rotisserie chicken and then just throw everything in the pot together. I usually let it simmer about 20 minutes or so, let it cook down a little bit. And then you just serve it up with some cheese, sour cream, avocado, guacamole, tortilla chips, any toppings that you like, you can put on top of here. It is super good. You can customize it to whatever you want. But I will leave the recipe linked down below for you guys, my personal recipe that I use and my favorite Pinterest recipe. So I have my rotisserie chicken that I just shredded up with my hands. There's probably about 2 cups in there. I have a packet of taco seasoning, a pack of ranch seasoning, a jar of salsa, or you can use a can of tomatoes and green chilies. And I also have a whole carton of chicken broth. So I'm just gonna combine all of this together in a medium large saucepan and simmer it for about 20 minutes. Let it boil and cook down a little bit, and it should be ready to go. So I have it all put together in a medium large saucepan and I have it on medium high heat. I'm gonna bring it to a boil and then cover it and let it simmer for 20 minutes. I was also going to mention that you can add corn and black beans, but my mom is allergic to corn, so I left it out. And I'm pretty sure that I'm allergic to beans, so I left those out just to save both of us some stomach aches tonight, but you can customize it however you want. So we stopped at the house tonight and they have done some really big changes. So here's our front door. They painted our front door, and then I'm gonna show you the biggest change by far that actually makes it look like a real house. We have a driveway. And this has been long awaited. Okay, people keep walking down the street, but I'm gonna do this anyway. I just dropped Maverick off at the groomer and I was close to a Starbucks, which I never am close to Starbucks. So I went and got myself my cold brew with sweet cream cold foam on top because my homemade one was an epic fail this week. If you want to know how to order it, I order a cold brew, a grande cold brew with 3 pumps of vanilla and sweet cream cold foam on top. And it'll look like really white on the top and the whole bottom will be dark. And then it just starts to trickle down into your whole coffee and it is delicious. It is Saturday and I'm getting ready to bake again, shocker, but that's been the trend the past few weekends, and during this season, the fall season, I usually like to bake a lot more, especially going into Christmas in the wintertime. But I'm gonna make some pumpkin cream cheese muffins, and I made these last year and they were really good. They were a really big hit. They're not very sweet, which is I think why I like them. They're good to eat with breakfast, or just if you're craving something kind of sweet but don't want to overdo it. So I'm going to whip these up, show you guys, bring you guys along with me. But I will leave the recipe link down below, as always, along with all of the other recipes that I've made this week. But I'm gonna go ahead and get all my ingredients out together and show you guys how to make these muffins. What I like to do is get all my stuff laid out. So you'll need pumpkin, of course, baking soda, flour, nutmeg, and cinnamon or pumpkin pie spice. I don't have any, so I'm substituting for that. Vanilla, 2 eggs for the batter, salt, brown sugar, regular sugar. For your cream cheese, you'll need cream cheese, sugar, vanilla, and an egg yolk, and some vegetable oil. My dry ingredients in one bowl and my wet ingredients in the other. So I'm gonna start adding my dry ingredients to my wet mixture slowly and just whisk that in. And then I'm gonna get started on the cream cheese that we're gonna swirl in the top and fill our muffin tins. So for your cream cheese swirl, you're gonna need an 8-ounce block of cream cheese, vanilla, sugar, and an egg yolk. So I'll have to separate this, and then I will just use my hand mixer and mix it up in here. I also forgot to mention, if you have a KitchenAid mixer, you can totally do all of this in your KitchenAid. I just didn't want to drag it out today. My pumpkin batter and my cream cheese for the top that you swirl in, and I'm gonna go ahead and fill up the muffin tins and show you what they should look like. Just stick a hole in the middle. It comes out clean and it's done. So it looks like all of these are ready to go, and they look so good. Well, I think that is it for today's video. If you guys like these recipes and you try them for yourselves, please let me know in the comments below. And if you want to see more recipes, follow me on my blog website, RileyLeachLifestyle.com. And you can follow me on the same handle on Instagram under Riley Leach Lifestyle. I'm really active on my Instagram and I post a lot, even about this puppy nugget. But I think that is all that I have for you guys today, and I will see you in the next one.
Bye, guys. Tell them bye. Bye, guys. Bye.